You know what? I'm starting to feel like we cannot overreact to the loss of Corey Raymond, the loss of Mickey Joseph, loss of Eli Ricks. Landon Jackson as well entered the transfer portal. Then, of course, Deion Smith, Max Johnson, the decommitment of his brother Juker, Greg McMahon going, Tommy Moffitt, 21-year-long strength and conditioning legacy. Corey Raymond, of course. Just so many amazing memories at LSU. So many amazing things that happened. But I feel like, as big of a Corey Raymond fan as I am, I love LSU a hell of a lot more. I was pretty pissed when I heard the news. It was a major hit. It will be a major hit. We will lose top guys on the trail to Corey Raymond probably every year. But we lose top guys on the trail every year to Alabama or whoever, Clemson or whoever, Ohio State every year anyway. Everybody loses top recruits to everybody. And if there's a combination of this Kerry Cooks guy who has a really good resume, and I've heard really good things about, if Kerry Cooks mixed with potentially Dwayne Thomas, who I hope is still going to stay with his staff, hasn't been released yet, and Ryan Clark, who supposedly claimed in a tweet that Brian Kelly and him are meeting, supposedly. We'll see about all that. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell what's real at this moment. But I don't think Ryan Clark could be talking out of his ass. I don't think he'd be lying right there. I think there's a chance Ryan Clark could be made, defensive analyst, something like that. They'll be well aware of his lack of collegiate coaching experience. But it seems like Kelly wants to make a splash there. If Raymond's not going to be there, he wants that swagger, with Ryan Clark still there. Ryan Clark coming in and making sure that swagger is still there, I should say. So that's a very, very, very intriguing move to me. It's not going to be Corey Raymond. Nothing's ever going to be Corey Raymond again. No one's ever going to be able to do what he pulled off in the way he pulled it off. And maybe that's okay. No one it doesn't have to be Corey Raymond. Okay. He's a guy who doesn't like the limelight. He's a guy who is very, very chill, very quiet. That's why we called him the DBU Miyagi. Very much a Zen master. I feel like LSU can not only overcome Raymond's loss, we might be able to upgrade it in our own way. Okay? Don't fall for this sky is falling at LSU. LSU are never going to win another game because these names that I'm not familiar with are going to come in and replace the names I am familiar with. But here's the thing a lot of these people didn't understand to begin with. LSU, from top to bottom, needed a cleansing. And LSU is one of the most dominant brands in college football. They're not going anywhere. And a few transfers will not dim the gold out of the purple and gold. It's not going to dim the luster out of that national brand. Now, I'm hearing that there's going to be a few more transfers. I'm hearing there's going to be a few more things that are going down with the changes, and of course. But there's also going to be a few people who are going to be staying that I think LSU fans will be very excited about, and we're going to try and do what we can to break that news. Over the last few days, our work has been seen in Sports Illustrated, USA Today, Go 24/7, Billy and Buddy having to credit us. That was fun. We even got a congratulatory text from Blake Ruffino. I don't know what he was congratulating me for, but it was funny all the same. Yeah, we made the rounds with that report, and yeah. Check it out at LSUODYSSEY.com because we're just going to keep it going, pedal to the metal. It's about time this happened. We've had a lot of stories stolen out from underneath us. We've made a lot of mistakes that allowed stories to be leaked away from us by just being dumb, and we're not going to make those mistakes again. Thank you very much. I hope you really enjoyed this video because here's the thing. I think everybody needs to realize that there's going to be changes, and we just need to calm the hell down. Realize that, yes, we can be emotional. We can be pissed off that our favorite cornerbacks coach is leaving, that, maybe our favorite wide receivers coach is leaving or whatever. That's fine. But I'm just going to tell you this. They're about the world of college football, about just the football world in general. There's always a name that you don't know about who does something that you are not prepared for in a good way. There's always a Joe Brady out there, that type of a personality who can come in there out of nowhere and be hugely successful in ways that you possibly couldn't imagine. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. Kerry Cooks is going to be a slam dunk, or anybody, Ryan Clark or whoever. I'm just saying simply that I think Brian Kelly coming in there and saying, damn it, I need Frank Wilson, tells me a lot about his mindset here. And here's the thing. Corey Raymond didn't hear anything from LSU's athletic department. Much like Mickey Joseph, much like some of these other coaches, they just were frozen out. They didn't hear a damn thing. Or conversations were brief. And with Mickey Joseph, though, and now Corey Raymond, nothing said. And the message was loud and clear, deafening almost. And he was taken by Billy Napier, who literally pulled off a major coup here in getting Corey Raymond, because they're going to win a lot of battles on the recruiting trail and be very competitive in recruiting against us. But. I don't know if you've seen the way Brian Kelly's been walking around doing this recruiting. I don't know if you've seen the way that Brad Davis is recruited. It's looking like LSU themselves are going to be recruiting at an ultimate level. And, Frank Wilson coming in the fold, the second he can be cleared by compliance. Thank God Bo Bonson isn't there anymore. The better. Hopefully for this weekend, because this is going to be a big, major weekend, and LSUODYSSEY.com are going to have an important, major report coming very shortly, and then also we're going to be coming out with a recruiting piece. So look out for that on LSUODYSSEY.com, baby. Calm down. Just calm down and go Tigers.